Welcome, everyone, to the TKD Coach Says Up podcast, the podcast all about Taekwondo from Lemgo. And welcome to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
This is where we, cut through the noise, stack up the different sources we found, and really try to extract the most important nuggets of knowledge. The goal is always to get you well-informed and fast.
Exactly. Distilling it down.
Today, we're embarking on, I think it's a fascinating journey. We're doing a deep dive right into the heart of German martial arts, the Deutsche Taekwondo Union. You probably know it as the DTU.
The DTU, yeah. A really significant organization in German sport.
Absolutely. And our exploration today, it's important to say, isn't based on just casual observation. We've really meticulously researched this. We've pulled from extensive online reports, really dug through numerous press releases, and spent time poring over the official DTU resources themselves.
Right. So this is based on, publicly available information, press reports, what the DTU puts out itself.
Precisely. This rigorous approach is designed to give you a truly comprehensive overview, but hopefully keep it incredibly concise too. Our mission for this deep dive is clear. We want to unravel the intricate layers of the DTU, trace its remarkable historical roots, understand its, let's face it, pretty complex current operations, and ultimately provide you with a genuinely well-informed perspective on this pivotal, dynamic organization.
And what's genuinely fascinating about the DTU, and this really jumps out from the research, is its unique and incredibly significant position within German sport.
How so?
Well, it stands as the sole recognized expert sports association for Olympic Taekwondo in Germany. The only one.
The only one. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And this isn't just some casual distinction. It carries really profound implications. It grants them the exclusive, the unequivocal authority to select and send athletes to the absolute pinnacle of competitive sport, the Olympic Games.
So if you want to go to the Olympics for Taekwondo in Germany, you have to go through the DTU.
Pretty much, yes. And Taekwondo itself, it's such a compelling blend, isn't it? It seamlessly fuses these ancient traditions of a martial art, steeped in philosophy and self-discipline.
Right, the do.
Exactly, the do. With the vibrant, really fast-paced energy of modern competitive sport.
And the scale. You mentioned it's significant.
Oh, the sheer scale of the DTU's influence is truly impressive. We're talking about a thriving community of over 55,000 active athletes.
55,000.
Over that, yeah. Spread across 18 robust state associations. This just underscores the DTU's immense broad influence and, frankly, its profound responsibility within the larger landscape of German sports.
That's incredible.
It really is. It's a testament to how deeply ingrained this martial art has become in the national sporting consciousness here.
Okay, that is a truly immense footprint, a widespread network impacting, like you said, tens of thousands of lives.
Yeah.
It naturally leads you to wonder, how did such a significant national sports body, one with such singular authority and reach, actually come into existence?
Good question.
What were those initial sparks, those foundational moments that first ignited the flame of Taekwondo in Germany, even before the Deutsche Taekwondo Union, as we know it today, was formally established?
Right. Where did it all begin?
Every major organization has its genesis story. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm really keen to understand the DTUs.
It's a journey that it stretches back more than half a century. It's a narrative really rich with pioneering spirit and determined growth. The very first and oldest Taekwondo club in Germany, the TV Garmisch, opened its doors all the way back in 1964.
Wow. 54. That's earlier than I might have guessed.
It is, and you have to kind of appreciate the context, right? Martial arts were still a relatively niche pursuit in Europe back then, often seen as, exotic, maybe a bit esoteric.
Yeah, not like today where there's a dojang on every other corner almost.
Exactly. There wasn't the widespread awareness or accessibility we have now. Then came a truly pivotal moment just a year later in 1965.
What happened then?
This was the renowned world tour by a Korean demonstration team, and it was led by none other than the legendary General Choi Hong-hee.
The founder, right.
Widely regarded as the principal founder, yes. This team traveled globally, but their stops in Germany, specifically in Frankfurt and Munich, proved to be, electrifying.
I can imagine.
You have to picture the scene, right? These incredibly highly skilled practitioners showcasing explosive power, breathtaking precision, seemingly effortless breaking techniques.
Breaking boards and stuff.
Oh, yeah. They weren't just performing, they were really igniting an entirely new interest, revealing the raw power and elegant grace of this martial art to a German public that was largely unfamiliar with it.
A real eye-opener.
It was a huge cultural exchange, you could say. It planted the very first deeply influential seeds of Taekwondo's future right here in Germany.
So it really sounds like it began with this raw kind of grassroots enthusiasm sparked by these incredible demonstrations. But how did that initial spark, that personal interest, then transition into something more structured, more organized national movement?
Right, from demos to structure.
You mentioned the German Judo Federation earlier. What role did they play in this evolution?
You're touching on a really crucial phase in its early organizational development, recognizing this, burgeoning interest and the clear need for a formal, consolidated structure. The Section Taekwondo, essentially a dedicated Taekwondo section, was officially formed.
Okay.
And this was formed within the German Judo Federation, known as the Deutsche Judo Bund, or DJB. That happened in 1968.
Right, so under the judo umbrella initially.
Exactly. And this was an incredibly important early organizational effort. It highlights the collaborative spirit that often existed between different martial arts disciplines back then.
Makes sense. Leverage the existing structure.
Precisely. The DJB provided an established, recognized umbrella under which Taekwondo could begin to formally grow and establish its presence nationwide.
And things seem to move quickly after that.
The rapid pace of development following this formation is truly remarkable. In that very same year, 1968, the inaugural German championship for Taekwondo took place in Munich.
The very first one.
The first one. And this wasn't some small, informal get-together. It was a real testament to how quickly the sport was formalizing itself, building competitive structures, even while it was still technically under the DJB's wing.
Wow. And internationally.
Just 5 short years later, in 1973, a German team proudly participated in the very first World Championship held in Seoul.
Already competing on the world stage.
Yeah, this wasn't just participation. It signaled Germany's early international ambition, a clear commitment to engaging in global competition. It showed that Taekwondo was rapidly moving beyond just a local curiosity to become a serious international contender.
That's a fascinating progression. From demo teams sparking interest to a section within an established federation, and then straight into national championships and world participation. So when did Taekwondo take that final decisive step and become its own independent entity? When did the DTU, as we know it today, officially come into being?
The official founding of the Deutsche Taekwondo Union, the DTU itself, occurred in 1981.
Okay, 1981. So about 13 years after the section was formed in the DJB.
That's right. And this was far more than just creating a new organization name. It was legally established as the direct successor to that original section, Taekwondo, of the DJB.
So a formal handover in a way.
Exactly. And this transition was absolutely vital. It allowed Taekwondo to truly develop its own distinct identity, to forge its own governance structures, and to independently pursue broader, more ambitious goals that aligned specifically with its unique sporting and philosophical principles.
Giving it room to grow on its own terms.
Precisely. The DTU was formally established as a registered association, an EV, which, for our listeners, is essentially a non-profit, legally structured organization common in Germany with its administrative seat firmly established in Munich.
Still in Munich today.
Still in Munich. This provided the necessary formal legal framework for its extensive national and international operations, cementing its independence and really its future trajectory.
So, with that independence in place, it's clear the DTU rapidly established itself nationally. But to achieve its current standing as the sole recognized expert association for Olympic Taekwondo in Germany, its international credibility must be paramount. How did it achieve such a singular and powerful authority on the global stage?
Its international affiliations are, without a doubt, absolutely crucial to its unique status and authority. The DTU is a proud member of World Taekwondo Europe, WTE.
The European body.
Right, the Continental European Umbrella Organization. And, perhaps most significantly, it holds full membership in the Olympic World Federation, World Taekwondo, WT.
Which is the global governing body.
The undisputed global governing body for the sport, exactly. This direct established link to the WT is what fundamentally paved the way for its ultimate and exclusive recognition within Germany.
And that recognition came from?
Crucially, the DTU is officially recognized by the German Olympic Sports Confederation, the DOSB.
Okay.
And they recognize it as the only Taekwondo association in Germany authorized to send athletes to the Olympic Games.
That is exclusive.
It really is. This isn't just a mere formality, it's an exclusive status that speaks volumes about the DTU's organizational integrity, its unwavering adherence to WT rules and standards, and its profound dedication to developing high-performance athletes.
So it signifies that any German athlete dreaming of the Olympics in Taekwondo
Must come through the DTU. They have to participate in their structured development programs, meet their rigorous qualification criteria. This singular authority is really a testament to decades of consistent effort and adherence to the highest international standards.
That level of exclusive recognition is truly significant, highlighting the DTU's central role. And it seems Germany has also played a very active part in hosting major international Taekwondo events throughout this history. That must surely contribute to its international standing.
You're absolutely right. Germany has consistently served as a prominent and welcoming host for major championships. It showcases both its deep dedication to the sport and its, frankly, robust organizational capacity.
World Championships.
Exactly. The nation hosted the World Championships twice. First in Sindelfingen back in 1979.
Wait, 1979? That's before the DTU was officially founded in 81.
Good catch. Yes, it underscores the strong momentum already building for Taekwondo in Germany, even before the official DTU existed. And then they hosted it again in the beautiful town of Garmisch-Partenkirchen in 2003.
Right, near where the first club was founded.
Indeed. And these events are massive undertakings, involving athletes and delegations from all across the globe.
I bet. And European championships, too.
Absolutely. Beyond the pinnacle of the world, Germany has also graciously hosted the European Championships multiple times, further cementing its place on the international Taekwondo map. These include events in Munich in 1978, Stuttgart in 1984, and Bonn in 2006.
So a consistent presence as a host nation.
Definitely. Each of these events not only provided invaluable experience for local organizers and volunteers, but also served as a profound source of inspiration for countless German athletes and enthusiasts, showcasing the highest level of competitive Taekwondo right on their home soil.
And you mentioned infrastructure development, too.
Yes. Looking to more recent times, a truly significant milestone was the opening of the first official Taekwondo Performance Center, the Leistungszentrum, in Nuremberg in 2019.
A dedicated high-performance center.
Exactly. A state-of-the-art facility representing a concrete, long-term commitment to providing top-tier training and development facilities specifically designed for elite athletes. It really signaled a new era for high-performance Taekwondo in Germany.
Okay, so we've carefully traced the organizational arc of the DTU, from its foundational sparks to its current prestigious standing. But here's where, for me, it gets really interesting. Let's step beyond the organizational charts and dive into the essence of Taekwondo itself.
Right, the art and sport.
The very name Taekwondo implies so much more than just a physical sport, doesn't it? What does this name truly mean, and how does that meaning inform the practice?
That's an excellent question because the name itself isn't just some label, it's a profound program, really. A philosophy beautifully encapsulated in those three potent syllables. Taekwondo literally translates to te, meaning foot.
Kicking.
Right, referring to the dynamic kicking techniques. Kwan, meaning fist.
Punching, blocking.
Encompassing the powerful hand techniques. And do, meaning way or path.
The way.
So it is quite literally the way of the foot and fist.
Okay.
And when we talk about the foot and fist techniques, we're describing an incredible breadth of dynamic, explosive movements. For te, imagine the sheer variety. Kicks executed with surgical precision at belly or head height, powerful spinning kicks that generate immense force.
The jumping kicks.
Gravity-defying jumping kicks demonstrating incredible athleticism, and even intricate double or triple kicks demanding immense control and lightning-fast precision. For Kwan, it covers a range of hand techniques, primarily powerful punches for attack and robust, immovable blocks for defense.
So those are the physical tools.
The physical tools, exactly. The outward expression of the art's raw power and grace.
That clarifies the physical components.
Yeah.
But the do part, the way, that's where the deeper meaning truly resonates, isn't it? It sounds like it elevates the physical practice from mere combat to something far more profound, a journey of personal transformation.
Exactly. The do is the profound heart of Taekwondo. It signifies a continuous journey of personal development, a lifelong process of character building, a winding path stretching from the very first white belt to the attainment of the black belt.
Student to master.
Evolving from student to true master. It is unequivocally far more than just athletic progress or acquiring physical skills. It's about cultivating profound inner strength, unwavering discipline, and deep self-awareness.
And where does that philosophy come from?
The philosophical underpinnings of this do are rich and diverse, drawing from ancient wisdom. Taekwondo is significantly influenced by Buddhist principles, emphasizing mental concentration, deep meditation, and the journey of self-discovery.
Finding balance within.
Yes, finding a harmonious equilibrium within oneself, recognizing the interconnectedness of mind and body. Then there's the strong influence of Confucianism, which profoundly shapes the etiquette and respect so evident in Taekwondo training.
Respect for the master, elders.
And fundamentally, for your opponents, it isn't just about winning at all costs, it's about how you conduct yourself, the integrity and honor you bring to every interaction.
And Taoism, too. You mentioned the yin-yang.
Yes, a powerful connection to Taoism through the omnipresent yin-yang symbol. It beautifully reflects the harmonizing of opposites central to Taekwondo's philosophy. Attack balanced with defense, aggression tempered with retreat, and the constant, vital balance between the physical body and the inner mind.
So it's a continuous quest for equilibrium.
A continuous, dynamic quest for equilibrium, both within oneself and in interactions with the world. Beautifully put.
That's a beautiful and comprehensive way to describe it. A continuous, dynamic quest for equilibrium. So with these deep philosophical tenets, this all-encompassing do, how do they actually translate into the practical, day-to-day application of training? What does this philosophy look like in the living, breathing environment of the dojang, the training hall?
They translate into a very specific, deeply structured, and profoundly respectful environment, one that fosters not just physical prowess, but also character. General Choi Hong-hee himself distilled the essence of do into 5 core tenets that guide practitioners. Courtesy, integrity, patience, self-discipline, and indomitable spirit.
Wow, those are powerful.
They are, and they're not merely abstract concepts. They are actively and rigorously practiced in the dojang.
Oh, so what would you see?
Well, you'll observe a strict adherence to etiquette. Students are always expected to be punctual, arriving early to prepare mentally and physically. Before entering the dojang, they perform a bow, a deeply ingrained sign of respect for the training space, the art, and everyone in it.
The bowing is key.
Very key. They wear a neat and clean dobok, the traditional white uniform with their belt tied meticulously. If the uniform needs adjusting during training, one subtly turns away from the master or instructor as a sign of deference. Jewelry is always removed.
Why is that?
It symbolizes equality within the dojang, a shedding of worldly concerns, and a singular focus on the shared practice. Safety, too, of course.
Right. And the ranks.
Students arrange themselves in orderly ranks, typically from the highest-ranked, most experienced practitioners down to the beginners. This isn't just about hierarchy, it's a deliberate pedagogical structure. It facilitates learning, allowing newer students to observe, emulate, and absorb from their more experienced peers.
Learning by watching.
Exactly. And there are clear behavioral expectations to maintain focus and respect. No clowning around, no unnecessary discussions, no eating or drinking during training. Those rules reinforce the seriousness and discipline required.
And between partners.
Crucially, before and after any partner exercise, there is another bow. Acknowledging and showing mutual respect for the training partner, recognizing that both individuals are essential to the learning process. This continuous reinforcement of etiquette fosters a profound sense of mutual respect, humility, and self-discipline that extends far beyond the physical techniques.
It truly sounds like a deeply holistic discipline, one that shapes the mind and character as much as it strengthens the body. And you mentioned earlier that Taekwondo is a sport for all ages. What exactly makes it so versatile and appealing to such a diverse range of people, from young children to seniors?
Its versatility is, without a doubt, one of its greatest and most enduring strengths. Taekwondo is genuinely a sport for virtually all ages, and it appeals to individuals with wildly diverse ambitions and life goals.
So not just for aspiring Olympians.
Not at all. Whether your primary objective is simply to improve your physical fitness, enhance your body awareness, or perhaps gain a deeper sense of self-confidence and self-discipline, which is particularly valuable for younger practitioners, Taekwondo delivers. For others, yes, the driving force is competitive success, the thrill of testing skills against others.
But the core benefits are universal.
The core principles, movement efficiency, precise balance, mental fortitude. These are universally beneficial and applicable across the entire human lifespan. You can see children as young as 4 or 5 enthusiastically starting their journey, learning foundational movements, developing coordination,
Right up to seniors.
all the way to experienced masters well into their senior years, continuing to train, refining their forms, maintaining remarkable agility and mental sharpness. The training methodology can be skillfully adapted to accommodate different physical capabilities, fitness levels, and individual goals. It makes it remarkably accessible and profoundly rewarding for everyone who chooses to embark on this way.
So we have this ancient art, deeply rooted in a rich philosophical do, that has also undergone a remarkable transformation into a modern, highly competitive sport. What was that modernization process like, especially considering the complex political landscape of Korea, which played such a central role?
The modernization is indeed intimately tied to the socio-political context of post-World War II Korea. This period led to a significant and often, let's say, contentious, bifurcated development of the art.
How so?
In North Korea, primarily under General Choi Hong-hae, the International Taekwondo Federation, or ITF system emerged. It emphasized a more traditional, often self-defense-oriented approach.
Okay, the ITF.
Concurrently, in South Korea, primarily under Dr. Kim Un-young, the World Taekwondo Federation, WTF, developed which, to avoid confusion with its acronym, is now simply known as World Taekwondo, or WT.
WT, that's the Olympic one.
That's the one. This
Right.
WT system became the primary vehicle for competitive, sport-oriented Taekwondo. Taekwondo received official recognition as a national sport in Korea in 1971, a massive cultural and political step.
Huge validation.
Then, in 1973, the WTF, now WT, was officially founded in Seoul, signaling a unified, internationalized path for the competitive sport emerging from South Korea. That very same year, the first World Championship in sparring took place in Seoul, firmly establishing its competitive aspect globally.
So sparring was the first focus?
Initially, yes, sparring or gyeorugi was the dominant focus for competition. But later, the rise of Formenlauf or Poomsae, the prearranged forms we discussed, also gained significant competitive traction. Its first world championship took place much later, in 2006, diversifying the competitive landscape.
And for many sports, the ultimate dream is Olympic recognition. How did Taekwondo, this rich martial art, manage to make that ambitious leap onto the Olympic and later Paralympic stages? It sounds like a long and challenging journey.
It was indeed a meticulous and determined journey, marked by several crucial milestones. Taekwondo was first formally recognized by the International Olympic Committee, the IOC, as an Olympic discipline way back in 1981.
81. Okay, that's the first step.
A pivotal initial step, opening the official door. It then made initial appearances as a demonstration sport at the Olympics in Seoul, 1988, and again in Barcelona, 1992.
Showcasing it to the world.
Absolutely crucial. Building global awareness, showing its dynamic appeal to a massive audience, proving its viability as a competitive, spectator-friendly sport.
And when did it become official?
The major breakthrough, the moment it solidified its place, came at the IOC session in Paris in 1994. That's when Taekwondo was officially declared a full Olympic sport, shedding its demonstration status.
Paris 94.
Got it. The truly historic official Olympic premiere, where athletes competed for actual medals, stood on the podium, took place at the Sydney Games in 2000.
Sydney 2000. A huge moment.
Monumental. It catapulted Taekwondo onto the global sporting stage in an unprecedented way. And more recently, demonstrating its profound commitment to inclusivity, the International Paralympic Committee, IPC, recognized and included Taekwondo as a Paralympic discipline in 2015.
Para-Taekwondo.
With the very first Paralympic competitions making their debut at the Tokyo 2020 Games, this entire journey really highlights how a traditional martial art successfully adapted, modernized, and seamlessly integrated itself into the pinnacle of modern competitive sports.
It's a remarkable journey of adaptation and growth. So with this rich history and Olympic recognition, what does this all mean for the DTU's day-to-day operations? We've explored the history in the sport, but how does the DTU manage this vast scope overseeing thousands of athletes, diverse disciplines? Let's talk about the intricate machinery that powers the DTU.
Right, the nuts and bolts.
From its leadership to its state associations.
Okay. The DTU's operations are meticulously managed through a comprehensive, highly organized structure. It skillfully combines dedicated leadership with specialized departments and that incredibly strong network of state associations we mentioned.
Starting at the top. The presidency.
At the very top is the presidency. They carry out an impressive array of varied and absolutely vital tasks. Responsibilities span ongoing daily operations, robust external representation dealing with government authorities, other sporting institutions.
The public face.
Exactly. Plus, careful preparation of commercial documents, handling extensive correspondence, organizing countless meetings, overseeing meticulous member administration, managing complex financial matters, cultivating crucial sponsor relations. It's a lot.
Sounds like a full-time job, or several.
It does. And what's truly remarkable and a key insight into the spirit of this organization is the predominantly voluntary nature, ehrenamtlich, as we say in German, of many of these roles.
So unpaid volunteers running much of this.
Many dedicated individuals contribute invaluable time, expertise, and passion without salary. It speaks volumes about the deep commitment driving the DTU. It's a testament to the Taekwondo spirit, but also highlights, a unique operational challenge in managing a body of this scale, largely through devoted volunteerism.
And speaking of that deep commitment and the foundations it was built upon, it feels absolutely vital here to acknowledge those who have dedicated their lives to the growth and development of the DTU. I'm thinking particularly of the honorary presidents.
Yes, a crucial point.
Their contributions are, in many ways, the bedrock of the organization's current success, wouldn't you say? Who are these pivotal figures, and what does their continued recognition mean for the union, especially for an audience, perhaps like them, who deeply appreciate that history?
Indeed, their contributions have been foundational, shaping the very trajectory of the DTU. The union proudly recognizes its honorary presidents, Stefan Klauder, Heinz Gruber, and Heinz Marx.
Klauder, Gruber, and Marx.
These distinguished individuals represent a powerful legacy of historical leadership and continued revered recognition within the union. Their foresight, unwavering dedication, tireless hard work, it laid the crucial groundwork for the successes we see today.
Keeping that history alive.
Absolutely. Their presence as honorary presidents symbolizes the enduring spirit and profound commitment that transformed a burgeoning martial art movement into the structured, recognized national sports body it is. Their ongoing recognition ensures that the guiding principles and values they championed continue to influence the DTU's path forward, connecting past leadership with future aspirations. It's a vital link.
A powerful symbol. So, beyond the presidency and recognizing these key figures, how is the DTU structured functionally? You mentioned departments.
Yes, beyond the critical work of the presidency, the DTU is strategically organized into numerous highly specialized departments, or resorts. While their specific responsibilities vary greatly, they are all unified by one overarching ambitious goal: to elevate Taekwondo's profile, making it widely known and popular throughout Germany. From competitive arenas to local communities.
Covering all the bases.
Pretty much. These areas are quite diverse, truly reflecting the multifaceted nature of the sport. For instance, we have the Leistungssportpersonal, that's high-performance sport personnel.
So the elite athletes.
Right. This includes the sports directors for both sparring, jirugi, and forms, Pumse, the national coaches guiding elite athletes, and federal performance center managers like Hashim Chelik, who oversees the cutting-edge Leistungszentrum in Nuremberg.
The hub for development.
Exactly. Then there's the crucial officiating Kampfrichter department. They have federal chief referees for sparring, forms, and para-taekwondo, ensuring absolute fair play and adherence to international rules across all disciplines.
Wow, good refs.
Absolutely essential. The examination system, Prüfungswesen, meticulously oversees all belt promotions fundamental to a martial arts structured progression. Concurrently, the Education Lehrwesen department develops and implements the comprehensive trainer education concept, crucial for maintaining consistently high teaching standards nationwide.
So it's clear they're not just focused on the elite competitive aspect, but also on the foundational elements, the teaching, the belt system, and even its broader appeal to the general public.
Precisely. The grassroots sports Brighton Sport Department, led by a federal grassroots sports officer, embodies this broader focus. It emphasizes wider participation, the sheer enjoyment of Taekwondo for everyone, regardless of competitive ambition.
And the sports badge you mentioned.
Right. Within this realm, it's worth highlighting the Taekwondo sports badge. Hermann Betz is its referent, and it's been officially recognized by the DOSB since 2020. This badge provides a standardized, accessible measure for fitness and health-oriented Taekwondo, encouraging participation and healthy living outside of formal competition.
A good initiative. What else?
Well, communication is paramount today, right?
Yeah.
So there's a dedicated media and marketing team. Ronja Rick is the media officer. They skillfully manage newsletters, engaging social media, maintaining the DTU's online presence through its homepage.
Getting the word out.
Definitely. Legal and ethical considerations are rigorously handled by the referent for rules and procedures, the legal committee, and a dedicated good governance officer, ensuring transparency, adherence to ethical guidelines, compliance with regulations.
Important background stuff.
Crucial background stuff. The comprehensive medical staff includes a lead association doctor, several other specialized doctors, physiotherapists, athletic trainers, underscoring the DTU's profound commitment to athlete well-being and health.
Taking care of the athletes.
Absolutely. Anti-doping is another crucial non-negotiable area, with an anti-doping officer and committee members dedicated to maintaining the integrity of clean sport. And notably, there's a specific para-booftractor, Arndt Malapri, who champions adaptive sports, ensuring Taekwondo is accessible and inclusive for athletes with disabilities.
Covering all angles.
All these diverse departments work synergistically. It's a true collaborative effort to support the sport from every conceivable angle, reflecting its holistic mission.
That's an impressive amount of centralized structure and specialized departments. But how does the DTU actually connect with the individual clubs and the, 55,000 athletes on the ground across the breadth of Germany? How is that direct link maintained and nurtured?
That vital connection is maintained predominantly through the 18 robust state associations, Landesverbände. They truly serve as the backbone, the essential connective tissue of the DTU.
The regional arms.
Exactly. This is where the majority of those over 55,000 active athletes actually train, day in and day out, within their local clubs. Each German state or region has its own dedicated Taekwondo Association entities, like the Berliner Taekwondo Verband, the Bayerische Taekwondo Union in Bavaria, or the Nordrhein-Westfälische Taekwondo Union, just to name a few of the larger ones.
And what's their main role?
They play a crucial role in grassroots development and accessibility. They serve as the primary source of information for finding local clubs, making it straightforward for anyone interested to start their Taekwondo journey.
So, the first point of contact for many people.
Often, yes. This localized structure ensures that the DTU's policies and initiatives are effectively implemented at the regional level, providing support, guidance, and resources directly to the clubs and their members. Interestingly, some state associations even cooperate with state police forces for sports promotion and self-defense training.
Really? It's like official partnerships?
In some cases, yes. It beautifully illustrates the deep integration of Taekwondo into broader community and public service initiatives, extending its benefits beyond pure sport.
Now let's break down the different facets of Taekwondo that the DTU so meticulously oversees. You mentioned 5 core disciplines or areas within the DTU. Can you walk us through them in detail, explaining their unique characteristics and importance?
Absolutely. These 5 distinct areas truly showcase the multifaceted nature and comprehensive scope of Taekwondo under the DTU's umbrella. First, we dive into Breitensport, or grassroots sports, the expansive foundation where the vast majority of participants discover their passion. The primary focus here isn't necessarily competitive victory, but rather developing physical fitness, countering sedentary lifestyles, and most importantly, just experiencing the sheer enjoyment and personal fulfillment from training.
Fun and fitness first.
Exactly. Core values like fairness or profound respect for your training partner are paramount, often emphasized even above winning. Self-defense, Hosensol, is a significant component here too, designed to strengthen self-confidence, foster self-discipline, and cultivate self-esteem.
And the 5 pillars.
Right. Breitensport is elegantly built upon its 5 pillars, each crucial.
Grundschule. Gebenjunsup.
Basic school.
Literally, yes. The traditional foundational pillar. Learning the absolute basic techniques, evading, blocking, striking, kicking. Beyond mechanics, it's about developing fundamental balance, spatial awareness, muscle memory. The bedrock.
Okay. Pillar 1.
Basics.
Pillar 2. Formelov, Pumse. Shadow fighting, these prearranged sequences performed without a physical opponent.
The patterns. Exactly. Emphasis on aesthetic, technically perfect, rule-compliant execution. There are 17 forms based on belt colors. Vital for fluid movement, balance, body control, breath control, includes individual, synchronized group, and paired disciplines.
Pillar 2. Forms. Got it.
Pillar 3. Wettkampf, Girugi sparring. This is the full contact competitive aspect against an opponent.
The Olympic style.
Precisely. Participants wear a comprehensive protective gear vest, head protector, shin guards, forearm guards, hand and step protectors, groin guard, mouth guard. Clearly defined rules, like no fist attacks to the head. Goal. Win by points, or less commonly, KO, the only Olympic discipline.
Pillar 3. Sparring.
Pillar 4. Selbstverteidigung, host until self-defense. This practical pillar involves learning defense against various attacks, hand, foot, simulated weapons. Emphasis on proportionate, effective defense, aligned with German Criminal Code, Section 32.
Real-world application.
Teaches strikes, kicks, levers, throws, all without weapons. Aims for a secure, confident demeanor in potentially threatening situations.
Pillar 4. Self-defense.
And finally, Pillar 5. Brook test. Kyoto breaking test. This exciting, visually impactful pillar serves as a practical demonstration of learned techniques.
Breaking boards.
Exactly.
Right.
Showcasing effectiveness, power, precise execution without injury, breaking wooden boards, usually 1-3 centimeters thick, with minimal force. Test technique and mental focus.
Pillar 5. Breaking. So those 5 cover grassroots.
They form the core of Brighton's sport. And remember, the Taekwondo Sportabzeichen, the sports badge recognized by DOSB since 2020. That sits within this area too, promoting fitness and health-oriented Taekwondo.
That's a remarkably comprehensive breakdown of the grassroots level, showing how much depth there is even before you get to the elite athletes. Now, stepping on to a more structured stage, how does Technic, or Pumse, function as a standalone competitive discipline within the DTU?
Building directly from the foundational Pumse in Brighton sport, the Technic, or forms Pumse, discipline elevates it into a highly refined competitive art. In competitions, athletes perform prescribed forms against imaginary opponents. Judges evaluate based on 2 key criteria: technical, execution, and presentation.
Like figure skating judging.
Very similar analogy.
Yeah.
Technical score assesses exactness of movement, stances, force application. Presentation score, often weighted more heavily, judges how convincingly and powerfully the athlete portrays the form as dynamic combat rhythm, power, conviction.
So it's not just doing the moves correctly.
No, it's about embodying the form. A significant development here, introduced internationally in 2012, is freestyle forms.
Freestyle. What's that?
Highly creative, self-choreographed routines performed to music, 60-90 seconds long, often incorporate dynamic acrobatic elements, flips, jumps, intricate spins, adds a whole new dimension of athleticism and artistry.
Sounds spectacular.
Can be. Uniform distinctions are also specific in technic competitions, varying by age gender. Cadetten, up to 14, have white tops, black, red collars, red, blue pants. Youth seniors, 15 to 50, have white tops, black collars, light blue, dark blue pants. Masters, 51 plus, wear yellow tops, black collars, dark blue pants.
Clear visual distinctions.
And competition classes are based strictly on age, not weight. Differentiated between traditional and freestyle Pumse, with categories for individual, pair, and team performances. Lots of ways to compete.
That's a fascinating look at the technical side of forms. And then there's Weitkampf, or sparring, which you mentioned is the Olympic discipline, the one most people probably picture. Can you elaborate on its competitive rules, the DTU's remarkable Olympic journey here, and how they support their elite athletes?
Absolutely. Weitkampf, sparring, is the direct, full-contact competitive engagement against a real opponent, adhering rigorously to World Taekwondo (WT) rules. Core objective: score points by landing powerful, precise kicks on the opponent's vest and head and punches only to the vest.
Speed and strategy.
Heavily emphasized. Lightning fast speed, dynamic kicking techniques, strategic combinations exploiting openings. Its journey to the Olympics, as we discussed, was defining. Demonstration in 88 and 92, full inclusion declared in Paris 94, debut in Sydney 2000.
And qualification is tough.
Incredibly rigorous, usually via high world ranking points, continental qualification tournaments, or winning prestigious Grand Slam events. Key distinction: Olympics have only 4 weight classes versus 8 in many regular competitions, intensifying competition.
Higher stakes.
Definitely. Since Rio 2016, scoring is predominantly electronic. Sensors and vest head protectors detect valid kick impacts objectively. Fist strikes are still manually scored. The system is continually refined for attractiveness.
And the DTU's Olympic record in sparring.
Truly proud and inspiring. A total of 6 medals across senior and youth Olympic Games. Sydney 2000 has strong qualifiers: Fadim Karadas, Aziza Charki, Faisal Ebnutlib. Peking 2008 saw Germany qualify its maximum 4 athletes: Sumia Gulek, Helena Frum, Levon Kunkat, Daniel Nance.
Impressive showing in Beijing.
London 2012 continued success with Sumaya Mans and Helena Frum. Rio 2016 featured Rabia Gulek, Levent Tunkat, Tahir Gulek. And beyond seniors, DTU has consistently participated in Youth Olympic Games since Singapore 2010, nurturing the next generation.
That's a truly impressive track record. Given the incredibly demanding nature of balancing elite sport with life, how does the DTU support its top athletes beyond just coaching? What kind of ecosystem helps them thrive?
Athlete support is multifaceted, designed as a comprehensive ecosystem. For youth, the Final X tournament series nurtures emerging talents, provides crucial competitive experience. For top athletes, there's significant support via the Bundeswehr Sports Promotion Program, Sportfördergruppe Sonthofen.
The military sports program.
Exactly. This unique German initiative allows Bundeskader athletes, top tiers A, B, C, D, C, to pursue Taekwondo professionally as sports soldiers, balancing military duties with extensive daily training, providing a structured, financially stable path.
That's quite unique.
It is. Additionally, the DTU leverages a network of Eliteschulen des Sports, elite sports schools in Bonn, Saarland, Frankfurt, Nuremberg. These provide an integrated system balancing rigorous training with demanding school commitments.
Sport and education together.
The aim is world champions who also achieve their school-leaving certificate, ensuring sporting excellence doesn't sacrifice academic future.
And the new performance strategy.
Right, a forward-thinking new performance strategy for sparring. Core focus, athlete health, sustainable development, reducing injuries, alleviating mental pressure. Instead of constant competition chasing ranking points, it emphasizes targeted participation in only 4 to 5 major international tournaments per year.
Quality over quantity.
Precisely.
Yes.
Strategically planned with the world ranking reset in 2026 in mind, laying groundwork for LA 28 and Brisbane 2032 cycles. Strong emphasis on individualized training plans, sufficient regeneration, close collaboration with home coaches, building resilient champions for the long term.
Smart. And world championship successes in sparring.
Some notable achievements. Jana Schneider, first German female youth world champion in sparring, 2012. Aziza Charki, unique distinction, world champ as athlete, 1995. Then coach Tahir Gulek to world title, 2013.
Athlete and coach.
Remarkable transition. Tahir Gulek, 2013, and Alexander Bachmann, 2017, are Germany's most recent senior sparring world champions, testament to enduring talent in the DTU system.
That's an inspiring commitment to high performance. Now, let's turn our attention to para-taekwondo. How does the DTU approach adaptive sports and inclusion, ensuring taekwondo's transformative power is accessible to everyone?
Para is short for Paralympic and General Disabled Sports. DTU places incredibly strong emphasis on inclusion. The core philosophy, Taekwondo for everyone and everywhere.
Breaking down barriers.
Actively encouraging common training environments where athletes with and without disabilities train side by side in the same clubs. Goal, break down mental physical barriers, foster mutual support, understanding, shared purpose.
How does competition work?
Para-Taekwondo adheres to rigorous WT rules for fair fights. Sparring, Kyorugi, achieved Paralympic status since Tokyo 2020, a huge milestone.
Yeah.
While only sparring is Paralympic currently, the Technic Forms division has its own World European Championships.
So pathways for both sparring and forms.
Yes. Classifications are strict, following IPC rules based on disability type severity. For sparring, primarily athletes with arm impairments, amputations, malformations, technique categories are broader. P10 visual, P20 intellectual, P30 physical, P50 wheelchair, P60 hearing, P70 short stature.
Ensuring fair matchups.
Absolutely. A powerful example of inclusion is Hasim Selik, a celebrated para-wettkämpfer. Despite significant disabilities in hands-feet, he became world European champion. He emphasizes training shoulder to shoulder with able-bodied athletes, helping each other, breaking mental barriers.
His story sounds incredible.
He says limitations are often only in the heads. Joint training cultivates understanding, mutual support, builds truly inclusive communities. DTU also cooperates closely with the Deutsche Behindertensportverband, DBS, the German Sports Association for People with Disabilities, to further this mission.
It's truly inspiring. And finally, rounding out the structure, what about the Jugend or youth division? What's their specific mission and focus? How do they nurture the next generation?
The DTU Jugend, the youth division, is vital. Dedicated representation for all children and young people. Their mission is multifaceted. Firstly, interest representation, advocating for youth needs within the DTU presidency and at the German Sports Youth General Assembly.
Giving youth a voice.
Exactly. Secondly, a core focus is Basis statt Spitz, basis instead of peak, prioritizing broad participation over elite focus, promoting grassroots work, ensuring every child has accessible opportunities, emphasizing participation and enjoyment over just tournaments.
Getting kids involved.
Thirdly, an important educational mission, fostering critical thinking, intercultural competence, self-responsibility among young athletes and trainers, shaping well-rounded individuals.
What are their key activities?
Diverse and impactful. Extensive work in school sports, planning qualifications training for teachers, collaborating with PE instructors along belt exams in schools, making Taekwondo more integrated. Another critical area, prevention and intervention, safe sport, protecting children from violence, fostering awareness safety in clubs, providing concepts, expert network access.
Very important work.
Crucial. They're also involved in international youth work, exchanges, scholarships, project funding to bring the global community closer. And championing sport without doping. Junior ambassadors promoting fair competition, positioning against doping drugs in school sports.
Leading by example.
And offering unique opportunities like the Deutsches Olympisches Jugendlager German Olympic Youth Camp during the Olympics gives 16, 19-year-olds a first-hand Olympic experience. Huge motivation for future careers or volunteer work.
That's an inspiring commitment to nurturing the future. As we bring this deep dive into the DTU to the present moment, what stands out to you about its current state? It genuinely feels like there's always something new happening, a real vibrancy.
That's absolutely correct. The DTU is anything but static. Highly dynamic, forward-moving, constant activity across all divisions, competitive successes, strategic shifts. Looking at recent updates, late 2024 to mid-2025, competitive successes are numerous. Like Christos Nitsas won bronze at the European Youth Olympic Festival, EYOF. Impressive results at the Rhine-Ruhr 2025 FISU World University Games. Mixed team bronze, Anja Kiskalt individual silver, German Pumsai women's team bronze at FISU 2025 too.
Anja Kiskalt seems prominent.
Yes, she was German flag bearer for Rhine-Ruhr 2025, great honor. 6 German athletes nominated for EYF by DOSB, showing a strong youth pipeline. 6 medals at the Military World Championship in Warendorf. 12 medals at the Austrian Open. Strong German showing at World Masters Games in Taiwan.
And in forms.
German Technic team achieved an amazing 20 medals at the European Championships in Tallinn. Dominant performance. Back in December 2024, Arndt Malapri won Pair World Championship gold in Bahrain. Manfred Stoppmüller and Sylvia Hufeld won World Championship gold in Pairs Pumse. Broad, consistent strength.
Beyond medals, what organizational developments or personnel changes indicate their direction?
A lot of strategic work. Intensive national squad camps, like the Pumsa Kumgang camp in Nuremberg. Crucial DTU meeting with home coaches to align on the new performance structure. New concept, Jung Talente Technik, launched for youth development in forms.
Investing in the future of forms.
Definitely. Personnel-wise.
Yeah.
Max Cater welcomed as new women's sparring national coach. Ronja Rick introduced as new media officer, Jan 2025. Huge recognition. Hans-Jürgen Leitner received the Bundesverdienstkreuz, Germany's highest civilian honor, for his massive contribution to Taekwondo.
Wow, that's significant.
It really is. And a heartfelt farewell in December 2024 to Helena and Jorg, influential figures who shaped the Federation's history. These changes reflect dynamic leadership, effective communication, and recognizing long-standing dedication.
And finally, what strategic initiatives show the DTU's forward-looking approach, preparing for the future?
Undeniably very active. DTU Jugend, developing Taekwondo values in German Sign Language, pioneering inclusivity work. Intense final preparations for Cadet WM in UAE. Crucial working meeting assembly of German Taekwondo youth in Biberach for collaboration strategy.
Keeping standards high too?
Intensive federal referee training in Dusseldorf, vital for competition integrity. Shihan Kavisman appointed new federal-based coach in Dusseldorf, strengthening regional hubs. DTU national team's European Championship prep in full swing.
And internationally?
On the governance front, the European Taekwondo Union met in Nuremberg for council elections, with DTU President Gerd Kohlhofer actively involved. Shows DTU's influence at European level. All these initiatives, grassroots, inclusion, international competition, governance, showcase a robust, adaptable, forward-thinking organization. So if we connect this entire deep dive to the bigger picture, the Deutsche Taekwondo Union clearly plays an incredibly comprehensive and pivotal role. It meticulously nurtures Taekwondo from the earliest grassroots levels, kids tying on a white belt, all the way to the elite Olympic and Paralympic stages.
From beginner to champion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It stands as a powerful testament to how a martial art can maintain its deep, ancient traditions, physical prowess, profound mental discipline, but also simultaneously transform into a dynamic, modern, universally accessible sport. It's a source of inspiration for tens of thousands across Germany. Truly more than just a sport. For its members, it's a way of life, a path of continuous self-improvement and community building.
So what does this all mean for you, our listener? As we wrap up this extensive deep dive into the Deutsche Taekwondo Union, I invite you to reflect on the multifaceted nature of powerful sports organizations and the incredible depth within what might, at first glance, seem like simply a martial art. Consider that profound journey. From donning a simple dobok, that iconic white training uniform, to truly embracing the do, the way that the DTU meticulously guides its 55,000 plus members through.
It's quite a journey.
What does it truly take for an ancient philosophical practice to not just survive, but to profoundly thrive in our rapidly evolving, modern, intensely competitive world? Adapting to new challenges while fiercely holding on to its timeless core philosophy and values.
A key question.
And perhaps, as you reflect, what personal do can you uncover or deepen within your own passions? A path of continuous self-improvement, dedication, and balance that resonates deeply within your own life.
Something to think about.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We sincerely hope you not only enjoyed today's topic, but also gained a truly informed and nuanced perspective on the remarkable world of the Deutsche Taekwondo Union.
We hope it was insightful.
For more exciting Taekwondo content, remember to subscribe to our channel. It's absolutely worth it. Your TKD Coach Says a podcast team.
Thanks for listening.
This podcast was produced exclusively for the TKD Coach Says a YouTube channel.